The Ugly Duckling. It was a hot summer's day. A family of ducks are taking a swim, while another is enjoying a stroll by the grassy bank. But one duck is sitting on her eggs among the leaves beside the river. I wonder when my babies are going to come out. They are taking so long to hatch and I'm starting to feel lonely. Mummy Duck didn't have to wait too long because the eggs started cracking and the cute little ducklings started taking their first steps. Quack, 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 quack. Oh, my babies are so beautiful. Now come and line up, all of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm confused. There should be one more. Mother Duck looked around and saw one egg that is not hatched yet. I think I will have to sit on the egg a bit longer. It seems pretty large. Soon the last egg hatched, but it was very big and ugly. This little duck doesn't look like its brothers or sisters. The next day, Mother Duck takes her brood to the water. I am proud that my ducklings can swim so well, and how well the youngest one is swimming. Come on, kids, that's enough for today. Let's go back to the farm before it gets dark. The duck family makes its way back to the farmhouse, where there are lots of other ducks. What is that strange-looking creature doing here? The other ducklings are so cute, but this one is big and ugly. He is so ugly and we don't want him here. That is not a nice thing to say. He is still little, and I'm sure he will grow up to be beautiful too. But the other ducklings still bullied and made fun of the ugly duckling. I hope the ducklings stop this nonsense. I can't bear to see my poor child looking so sad. But as the days passed, things started becoming worse for the ugly duckling. Wherever he went, everyone was mean to him. Have you ever seen anything as ugly as him? He seems to be getting uglier by the day. Everywhere he went, they were mean. Even his brothers and sisters were mean to him. Mother Duck was so sad seeing everyone being mean to him. Nobody wants to talk to me or play with me because I am ugly. I'm going to run away from here. So the ugly duckling flew over the fence of the farm and continued flying till he spotted a large moor. He decided to spend the night there. The next morning, the ugly duckling woke up to the sound of loud quacking. He opened his eyes and saw a flock of wild ducks. Who are you, and what are you doing here? Can I please stay here for a while? I have nowhere to go. You are ugly, but you can stay here, but do not get in our way. He felt so lonely, but no one bullied him or hurt him because of his looks. One morning, he awoke to a noise like a big bang. He lay still, too scared to move. When he finally lifted his head and looked around, all the other ducks had fled. The ugly duckling also flew from the moor as fast as he could. He flew as fast as his little wings could take him. However, there was thunder and lightning scaring the little duckling. Oh, I am so wet and cold. That cottage over there looks warm. Maybe I could take shelter there. The cottage belonged to an old lady with her tomcat and hen, who found the duckling the next morning. Oh, what's happened here? Why making so much noise? What do we have here? It looks like a duck. An ugly duck indeed. I know what I will do. I will keep it with me until it lays eggs. Then I will have eggs for my hen, and from this duck too. Oh, I do hope this is a duck and not a drake. So the ugly duck stayed with the old lady in her cottage, but also living here with the tomcat and the hen, it made his life so miserable. Hey! How don't you get scared when you see your face in the mirror? Look at my silky coat. Look at my long whiskers. You're such a loser. You can't even lay an egg. The ugly duck continued to be lonely, and he would sit in front of the window all day, looking at the small pond outside. Look at that pond. I wish I could swim in it. It's making me miss my home. Are you mad? The old lady won't let you go. You have a safe home. What more do you want? Behave yourself and don't anger anyone who lives here. I know this place is safe, but I feel like a prisoner here, but being punished by not being allowed to swim. I want to explore the water and to be free to fly. I need to escape somehow. So one night, the duckling quietly crept out of the cottage and went in search of a new home. Soon he found a beautiful lake where he could swim and dive. This is such a lovely place. It feels so good to swim after so long. I hope the other animals and birds here are so friendly, so I don't have to move away from here. But at last here, too, the other animals did not want to be friends with the ugly duckling. Why does everybody keep avoiding me? Just because I'm ugly does not mean everyone can be mean to me. So life continued to be miserable for the ugly duckling. Soon the seasons changed. Autumn came, and the leaves changed from red to orange to gold. Winter followed, and the forest turned white. The dark clouds made the duckling feel even more gloomy and sad. So the duckling decided to go to the lakeside, and what a lovely sight he saw there. What are these beautiful birds? Look how beautiful they spread their large wings. It doesn't look like they are flying, but they are just gliding through the sky. Though the winter grew colder, the duckling swam in the freezing water and finally took shelter in some bushes. Finally it was spring again. The plants started sprouting and the sun peeped down from the sky. The duckling was so happy that it was becoming warm again. Everything has become so beautiful. My wings have started to become stronger, and I can now swim in the pond close by. Suddenly, then Duckling once again saw the same beautiful birds he had seen at the start of spring. He quickly ran and hid behind some bushes. Them birds are so beautiful. I better not go near them, or they will make fun of me. I'm tired of being picked on by everybody. First the ducklings at the farmhouse, then my brothers and sisters, the hen and the tomcat at the cottage, and everybody else. I wish I was never born. The duckling went to a quiet spot at the lake where nobody could see him. He was very sad and tears ran down his face. Suddenly, the duckling saw its reflection in the lake and couldn't believe his eyes. he could see his own reflection in the water. He was no longer a grey, ugly bird. He had transformed into a beautiful swan. All the other swans came to meet the new beautiful swan, and finally he was accepted and loved by his friends just where he belonged. A family with 2 children came to see the beautiful swans. "Look, there's a new one. There's a beautiful swan. The new one is the most beautiful swan of all. Oh, it's so young and pretty." He felt shy and tried to hide his face. After being bullied for so long, he couldn't believe what he was seeing. "I never thought I could see the day that people would call me beautiful. I wish people were nice in my childhood. People should not treat people badly just because of the way that they look. It is so, so sad."